What if every time life gave you hope, it took something away? Today's movie follows Emily, a young woman whose biggest battle isn't against villains, it's against loneliness, broken promises, and the fear of being abandoned by the people she loves the most. Stay until the end, because the final decision she makes completely changes her life. Part 1. A happy day that doesn't feel happy. The movie opens with a moment that should be joyful, but Emily's happiness already feels incomplete. While everyone around her is preparing for a celebration, she's quietly dealing with another family disappointment. Instead of showing dramatic speeches, the film lets small emotional moments do the talking. You can already tell she's learned to hide her pain behind a smile. Part 2. Trust begins to break. As the story continues, we meet the people around Emily. Some make promises they never keep. Others avoid telling the truth because they think it's easier than being honest. The movie keeps asking one important question. Does a lie hurt more than the truth? Every broken promise slowly chips away at Emily's confidence until she starts questioning whether she can trust anyone. Subscribe. If you're enjoying this emotional movie review, take 1 second to hit subscribe. It really helps the channel, and we cover more powerful stories like this every week. Part 3. Every relationship is tested. The emotional weight becomes heavier as misunderstandings grow. Friendships become awkward, love becomes complicated, and simple conversations suddenly carry huge consequences. One thing this movie does really well is showing that not every heartbreak comes from enemies. Sometimes it comes from people who genuinely care, but still make the wrong choices. Emily isn't just fighting sadness anymore. She's fighting disappointment. Part 4. Finding strength. Just when everything feels hopeless, a few unexpected people remind Emily that. Then one terrible night changes everything. Without relying on shocking visuals, the film shows the emotional damage left behind. Ava isn't only fighting fear. She's fighting guilt, shame, nightmares, and the feeling that nobody truly understands what happened. Some people around her support her. Others doubt her. Those reactions become just as painful as the crime itself. Eventually, Emily realizes something important. She cannot change the past, but she can decide what happens next. Instead of letting fear control her life forever, she begins fighting back through courage, determination, and the legal system. The people responsible eventually face the consequences of their actions. The movie treats justice as something earned through persistence, not instant revenge. That choice gives the ending much more emotional weight. The strongest message isn't about revenge. It's about survival. It's about refusing to let one terrible moment define the rest of your life. The performances feel honest, the emotional scenes stay with you, and the story reminds us how important compassion and justice are. Final rating, 9 out of 10. If emotional dramas with powerful character journeys are your favorite kind of movies, this one deserves a place on your watch list. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment telling me which movie has emotionally affected you the most, and I'll see you in the next review. One terrible incident shattered her world. Overnight, her smile disappeared, and the confident girl everyone knew became someone who was afraid of every tomorrow. The hardest part wasn't only the pain. It was watching people question her instead of supporting her. Some blamed her. Some ignored her. Others acted like nothing had happened. Every day felt heavier than the last. She couldn't sleep peacefully. Every familiar place reminded her of the past. Even looking into a mirror became difficult because she no longer recognized the strong girl she used to be. For months, Elena stayed silent. Not because she had nothing to say, but because she believed nobody would listen. Then one day, something inside her changed. She realized that staying silent would only protect the people who had destroyed her life. So instead of hiding from her fears, she decided to face them. The journey wasn't easy. Every step required courage. Every conversation reopened old wounds. Every setback made her SD. Kindness still exists. She slowly realizes that real support isn't about perfect words. It's about staying when everyone else walks away. That lesson becomes the emotional turning point of the entire film. Part 5. The ending. By the final act, Emily has changed completely. She stops chasing approval. She stops blaming herself for everyone else's mistakes. Instead, she chooses peace over pain and self-respect over toxic relationships. The ending isn't loud or dramatic. It's quiet. And that's exactly why it feels so powerful. This movie reminds us that healing doesn't happen overnight, but every small step forward still counts. Final. If you've ever had to rebuild your life after disappointment, this story will probably stay with you long
Subscribe
after the
now
credits
and
roll.
comment and
If
share.
this review meant something to you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What's the most emotional movie you've ever watched?